Accessing archives. Login accepted. Holographic imaging activated. Engaged.
Welcome to Trail Zen mountain biking, where lame-ass excuses are like nails on a chalkboard. I'm your host, Budget Prime, and this channel is dedicated to the pursuit of fun on mountain bikes, while disconnecting from the matrix and jacking into nature at full send. Welcome back to the continuation of the Budget Bike Packer series. The goal of this series was to build a capable and reliable bikepacking bike for under $500. We are happy to report that the bike was finished under budget. In fact, if Dick had a little bit more patience, the total cost could have been reduced by almost 50%. Yes, you heard that right. A capable and reliable bikepacking bike for around $250. Crazy, right? Your perspective will be greatly influenced by your current knowledge and experience levels with modern bikes. That being said, gear is expensive, and if you are interested in bikepacking, being able to greatly reduce the initial cost for the ability to do so can help you achieve that goal sooner rather than later. You may choose different options, but this will prove that it can be done. Although the camping gear itself is not part of the budget, it will give you an idea of what could be necessary for your own bikepacking trips. You may require less or more. It all depends on personal choice. Anyways, we hope you enjoy the completion of this series and are inspired to create your own adventures on the trail. Let's join Dick as he performs a final shakedown ride before this fossil embarks on its maiden voyage this spring.
Okay, I'm here at Mount Vista Park. Doing a little trial run, a little shakedown run. Everything feels good, man. Yeah, you can do this slop. These are the big 40 mils Ravagers. Pretty much fully loaded with all of my gear. And it feels, everything feels pretty solid, stable. I can barely feel any of the gear on the bike, to be honest. This thing is just so light. Makes it so easy to ride. With the added weight and these thicker tires, I definitely feel more of the drag that I experienced without the gear on it, but it's doable. Definitely doable. That's what all these other gears are for. Now that I have the rack on there, that is going to be the primary means of transporting all of my stuff. However, I do use this bar bag here. Oh, hold on, I got an angry cat that it constantly makes everything about her. So the only thing that I really ever keep in the bar bag is the tent and like the sleeping bag, or maybe even the mat, the inflatable mattress. Opie heard me as soon as I hit record. She decided that she's gonna go ahead and make a video about her in case you couldn't hear. But don't worry, my furry helper will be over here to help me as well, I'm sure, at some point. I don't even like cats, but Opie's tolerable most of the time. What up, Overs? You gonna come and give me a hand too? Oh. She's just gonna be vocal, I guess. This thing is kind of a pain in the ass to hook up. It's actually easier to do when there's nothing in the bag. Oh my god. What is your deal, cat? You're making me sound like a cat lady. I just want you to know that, because I don't appreciate it. Is Opie over there bothering you? Yeah? Like I said, this is way easier to do when there's nothing in this bag. Unfortunately, there's a piece that attaches to the bottom here that actually puts it up against your frame here, but because of the handlebar head being so long, I can't get it to swing that far. The cables all get in the way, so it literally just free floats on top of the cables themselves. But the tent really only weighs a few pounds. It won't be an issue. It pretty much did the same thing on the Xstrata. I'm not worried about it. Okay, next up is my seat bag here, and I pretty much just keep all my tools in it. because it's really easy to detach and walk away with it. So that way I have my tools where I need them and not like stuck to the bike. This mounts on very easily. And like I said, I just disconnect this side, this other side, this, and I just pull the whole thing away, and I got basically a portable tool bag. Excuse you, it's not always about you, I swear. Okay, then I'm gonna load up these gigantic saddlebags. If you look underneath here, you can see some plastic tabs. They basically just snap right into here. This piece here basically locks it into the bottom of the rack, and you know, sometimes you're gonna have to tie this piece off, otherwise it's gonna sit there and bounce on your spokes. I'm sure you're gonna hear that tomorrow, because I'm not that worried about it. One side at a time. Just snap them both in. That side's good. We'll do the same thing. Next, you take this piece, and this is supposed to go all the way around here, but I don't do that because that's just stupid. So I basically just tie it around. The rack itself right here. And then the same thing with this. This just goes through the center. Latches in. Then you're going to have an insane amount of excess strap here. So I basically just tie it in a knot. Call it a day. And then I'm going to use this piece for the next bag, which is the trunk rack. So you got a strap underneath here, underneath this strap here.
Enjoy the Velcro ASMR.
You don't have to worry about it being too crazy tight. Gravity's going to pretty much hold it in place because we've got two more straps right here that come down and secure it as well. It's still secured pretty good, and then you do the same thing on this side. Basically on this other side, there's an eyelet that you wrap it through and then double back and Velcro it. So on this side, we're actually going to go through the bottom of the rack here because I actually do have room for it here. What's up, Belle? Opie's just relentless tonight, huh? Yeah, I hear you. It's going to rattle around a little bit for the most part. It's on there pretty secure. It's not going anywhere. We are now good to go for Shakedown run. Okay, so I'm up at Mount Vista Park. Not too many people here, but it is a beautiful day. Got everything pretty much loaded up. 90% of what I typically carry is loaded up on here. No issues. So kind of wanted to go over, like, you know, typical storage options. I mean, you got saddlebags, obviously. You got your typical trunk bag as well. You've got all kinds of different seat bags. You can get one that's small, or one that basically is one saddlebag that hangs off the entire back seat. I have one, but I don't have one here as an example. And then you got your handlebar bag. Usually I'll put my tent and my sleeping mat or sleeping bag in here, and it's twice as wide, but with these narrower bars I had to put just the tent in there to be able to use the brake levers, because with these out here further, it just kind of got in my way. You know, you can get bags that sit on top of your bar there, bags that hang underneath your bar, bags that take up the entire space there. This is what I find works best for me, because I carry a lot of crap. I'm old, so I got a lot of baggage, you know, plus I'm carrying a bunch of camera equipment and stuff all the time, and a drone, so I need all the extra space I can get. When you're looking for stuff like a trunk bag, you may want to look into something that has a similar feature as this. Of course I have my saw in there, but these actually fold down and become saddlebags themselves. Obviously not as big as these, but they do turn into saddlebags. This has a mesh side, and then the other side is enclosed, not a mesh. Like I said, this side here is enclosed. It's not the mesh. Currently I got my bike light and some GoPro socks, and yes, if you're hearing the wind a lot today while I was riding, I did have the GoPro sock on. It's just they only do so much, unfortunately. This is just Obviously you don't need nothing like that. So this is my new bike packing bike. I really like it, and it all came in under $500. That may be a lot to some people. It may seem insanely cheap to others. The point is that if you really want to go out and do bike packing, you don't have to, you really don't have to spend a whole lot of money. Like I said, I found this rack for 10 bucks. I mean, I bought mine on Amazon, but you can find it for $10. Literally, I showed the screenshot, and I'll show it again right here. Bags like this, bags like this, bag like that. You can find all this crap on Marketplace and other places used for insanely discounted prices. There's obviously even better ways to save money if you just look around. You don't have to buy everything brand new. I mean, come on. I got the bike for $50. The bike technically is probably the cheapest part of this entire setup. Tires cost 3 times the amount of the bike itself. So tires are a huge cost. You can reduce costs so much, it's not even funny. But yeah, I like this setup. I got 2 26-ounce water bottles. I got another one back here. I don't know, I think that's like 16 ounces maybe. So I got plenty of water, plus with my backpack I'll have a 2-liter thing of water in the camo back as well. So water's not an issue. But yeah, man, this is solid. I am really liking this. I actually think it works better than a mountain bike, just less rolling resistance. The fork being solid in the front does kind of suck, but then again, this thing is so light, it kind of makes up for the bumps just by being able to pedal it fast and sustain the speed so much more easier than you would on a mountain bike with those fatter tires, even though these tires are insanely fat for this bike. Yeah, so that's it in a nutshell. I'm gonna ride her back to the car, get home, and look forward to the spring. We got a trip planned for the spring, and this will be my pony. I think she's ready for it. She's definitely trail worthy, and I'm looking forward to it.
This concludes our Budget Bike Packer series. Old Dick proved that you don't have to spend thousands to begin your own bike packing adventures. Sure, you can upgrade later if you find the journeys rewarding, but to begin, it can be done at a reasonable cost. If you want it bad enough, you'll do it. It's that simple. We all have 99 problems, but a lame ass excuse should never be one. Life is too short, and you've only got one chance to live it. Unless reincarnation is legit, in that case, don't squander this one and come back as a worm because you wasted this round by being a lazy turd. Embrace the challenges in life. You will sit on your deathbed regretting more of the things you never did rather than the things you've accomplished. Thank you very much for watching this series. The next time you see this fossil, it will be putting in miles out on the trail. If you're feeling inspired to build your own bike packing bike, give us a thumbs up and leave a comment telling us what your ideal setup would be. If you find this channel mildly amusing, feel free to subscribe. Don't worry, we won't tell anyone you did.